So tonight, I have gathered the courage to tell you a story about John and I, of course. John is not his real name, or maybe it is. I got assigned to John as his physician in the hospital many years ago when he came in as a very septic, very ill man. And then he kept on coming back again and again and again, and we call them frequent flyers. He has chronic excruciating back pain. He has a collar. Oh. Like, I'm done. He has a collar because of a fracture with his falls. And he has tremors, lots of tremors from his Parkinson's disease. So on top of his acute illnesses, he has all of these ailments that stay with him. He gets increasingly debilitated each time he's in the hospital. But then he gets better each time. Medical miracle. And he goes home. And whenever we discharge him, we are not worried about John because he has a partner of many, many, many years who will take such good care of him at home. John is an elderly man. He's a frail man. He's a slightly built man who wears dark-rimmed glasses that exudes curiosity and sparkle in his eyes. He's an artist. He creates, Scherenscheit, the German art of paper cutting. Scherenscheit, did I get that right? Is that right? Scherenscheit, okay. So I didn't get it right. I practiced, but practice only makes a man perfect. So it's Scherenscheit in my lingo. So thousands of super tiny paper cuts. They make a small, like a cat or a pineapple or a weed, not this kind. Those are beautiful pieces, beautiful work of art, intricate, but improbable, coming from an elderly, frail man with tremors. Now contrast that with me, for example. When I grate my ginger to put in my tea, sometimes I grate my fingertips. And when I pour the tea over into the cup, it's spilled all over my counter. But I'm not a surgeon, Lancaster, I'm just an internist. Now, John gives me some of those pieces. I take them home, right? And I look at the cat and the pineapple and the weed, and I am inspired. And I reach into the pile of the newspaper from the week before. This is in 2018, 2018, remember that? And I start cutting. And I make my own Scherenscheit or collage of, can you guess what it could be in 2018? Eagles Super Bowl champions. And I show it to John, and he loves it. I don't know if he's an Eagles fan, but I take it as a second career for myself. Now the sad part, really. John insists that I should take care of him as able in the hospital each time. And that's one big deal, because if you know any of my partners, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, that's true. You bring me joy. You bring me light, he says. He says you're my angel. He says you're my angel, not once like cursory, but always. And I'm away for a few days and I come back. And my partner at the end of the day, he tells me, Swapna, do you know John is back in the hospital? And he is dying. No, John doesn't die. He gets better and he goes home. But I should probably go, I should see him. But it's the end of the day and I'm needed at home and I go to the parking lot. And the finality in my partner's voice haunts me, but I go home anyway and I sleep and I toss and I turn and I get nightmares in which I'm a villain or a villainess. Next day morning, first thing I go see John. He's still alive, but it's too late because he's now in a coma. His partner makes room for me. I go in, I sit down. I hold John's hand, hoping for him to say, you are my angel. Willing to settle for a gentle squeeze. but not a word and no movement. And I stay for a while to witness some of John's last breaths. And when I leave, I have this profound regret that I betrayed John, and John doesn't even know it, because if I would have seen him the night before, he was not in a coma. Why? Why did I do that? I think about it often. Maybe I just did not care enough. But I find it hard to believe. Maybe I truly believed that John is going to get better like he always does, and I'll just see him tomorrow. Or maybe I was too scared to witness the end of John. John's sharing shit and my collage, Eagle's collage, hang in my house as a reminder of the responsibility that comes with the privilege of being someone's angel. John is no more, and I'm angel no more. But if only I would have turned around from that parking lot that night, I would still be one in my mind. So John, if you're hearing this, I am terribly sorry.